GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the LA Chargers. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the NFL's third leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out come the Chargers. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
We're scoreless after one. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a first and 10. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On second down, here's Herbert. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, when you're facing a receiver like this, you always come into a game thinking, we've got to put our best corner on him. We've got to find a way to get him off his routes, limit his touches. But that plan not working too well on this opening drive. That's already 2 catches for him, and this one, good for a first down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. That is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Herbert. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Well, they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards on a guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. The Cleveland offense ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's second and 10. Here's Prescott. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up third and 10. Now Prescott. He's got his target. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes Diggs. And here comes Diggs. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Herbert on first down now. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
On first down, it's Herbert. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and a couple. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. A quick throw there is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To the air again, Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now it's Herbert. And Diggs has it. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Herbert now. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where the big boys are. Make someone miss in the open field.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Prescott. It's caught, Cooper. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And his pass incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Here now, 3rd down. Herbert throwing again. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And that's caught by Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Diggs. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Herbert going to throw. That's caught by Davis.
Let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2 minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Herbert. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now 1st and goal. Throwing, Herbert. That's caught right side by Palmer.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Defense can't stop you.
Now Herbert. Back in the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Herbert to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. Herbert. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. And he will have a Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California. On a crystal clear late fall afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Cleveland, Ohio and Cleveland Browns Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Cleveland Browns. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So out come the Bucs now. Jackson, first play, going to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
I don't see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Second and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw again. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Travis Kelce. 27 yards. And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you somewhere along the way the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Let's be perfect.
First down, Prescott. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Prescott now. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Prescott. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is taken at the 15. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Third down and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Jackson's throw here complete to Kelsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now a 2nd and 2. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet, that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Jake Camardas in on now to punt this away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Prescott looks to throw on first. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And again, it's Prescott. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw here hauled in by Kupp. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now Prescott. That is caught and able unable to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This 2nd and 4. They toss it left side to Chubb. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 3rd and 3. To throw is Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. It's complete to Diggs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Running for it, here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Prescott to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here's 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9. Here's Dak. This is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by a field goal, a little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Jackson. It's caught by Mike Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing, Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. This to swell the lead to 6. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland. Few better places in the country weather-wise this time of year than this one right here, Tampa, Florida, and beautiful Raymond James Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And Dak going to start out going to the air. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Prescott from the gun on third. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
To the air again, Prescott. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the flag thrown for the contact, mark off the yardage.
And sometimes you just read a hitch route way too fast. You get there before you're supposed to, and there's the penalty.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Inside the 40 before being dropped. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw on target to Godwin here. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Tua's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Tua to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. Now 3rd down and very long, as they've got it as we resume action. He'll get that out to the flat to right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about the show put on by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them giving an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They start the drive with White. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. The interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
A first down throw for Prescott. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Prescott looks to throw on first. Evans has it left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Every now and then you hope some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it. But when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league, we've seen great plays happen for an offense as a result of a ball tipped in the air. So what you really want to do is be that guy who comes off the back line and spikes it, knocks it to the ground. Don't let him have that opportunity.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And here comes Diggs. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a prop.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Nick Chubb, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And you wonder if they'll just take this 3-0 lead to the locker room. First down, Prescott. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyreek Hill, 73 yards. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. But here comes Diggs. Well, now how about this return? And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And the Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. This is the tight end, Njoku. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down, they're going for it. Going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but there are definitely opportunities now because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Tua now running right on the option. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And again, it's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Up the middle, it's Chubb. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
That will toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
An 8-play drive to this point, so here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Tua going to throw. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well-read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that, because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, they'll run with White. And a pretty good burst right there as they'll take this down to the 33. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd and 6.